If you don't want to, you don't have to. I know we got some couples up here. So if one of you guys wants to answer one and the other, perfectly fine. Okay, so what I'd like to know is you can go ahead and tell me your name. And I'd like to know how you got introduced to Purium and what your first thoughts were about Purium when you first got introduced. Now we're thinking into the minds of your prospective customers that are starting.
Hello everybody, my name is Peggy Strauss. And first of all, I want to thank you for having me here sharing my story. How did I get introduced to Purium? I was actually recovering from a surgery, rotator cuff surgery, and a dear friend of mine came over and shared her story with me. She was in the middle of her transformation, and she looked great, and she just, I looked at her and I was like, wow, what are you doing? So she told me, and she was super excited, and she gave me one of these cards. So I said, I'm in, I wanna do what you're doing, I love it.
So how quickly after, so you liked it from the beginning, you were in.
Yeah,
you were
my first thought, it was like, wow, this is too good to be true.
Wow, if everybody could just be like her, right? Okay, how quickly after you got enrolled did you get excited about sharing?
It's funny you asked that because I got my first prospect before I even enrolled. I'm a hairdresser and I was at work. She introduced me to it. She was supposed to come back and sign me up, but she didn't know how. So I said, well, as soon as you can, just come back and we do it. I went to work and I was so excited about it, so I started telling everybody. My first client sat down and I told her, and she's like, you know what, I want to do it too. I want to sign up before I leave. I was shocked. I was like, oh my God. So I did her foil, went back, and I called Tiana. Tiana, you're going to sign me up right away.
Okay, so you're definitely on fire, and you are a rising star. So we know from the very get-go you made your decision, you wanted to do it, you started sharing. What immediate actions are you doing to share your business?
Well, I wanted to share with people, but I wanted to share with a lot of people. So I decided, you know what, I'm going to do a healthy happy hour. So I started holding a healthy happy hour every Monday at my house. Instead of telling one person, I just invite 10 people. And it has worked out awesome for me. I love it, and every Monday I sign people up.
Wonderful. Great. And your last question, I would love for you, to share with the audience what your profession is and why network marketing or Purium was appealing to you, even though you had a flourishing professional business.
I'm a hairstylist for 19 years, and I'm in the top of my career. I have trained thousands, literally, of hairstylists. I make great money. But it's appealing to me because I don't want to be working behind the chair all the time. I want to give my family more, and most of all, I want to help my friends. I want to help people that need my help, and I can't help them. I'm from Colombia.
You got this, Peggy?
Yeah, you do, girl.
And there's lots of kids with no food. And I want to open an orphanage. That's my wife. Yeah.
I got our first cry out. Okay, we're good. Thank you so much, Peggy. That was a beautiful share. Thank you for sharing your heart. You're a professional woman. You came out of the gates running. So people like you do exist. People like her do exist. You just have to find them. Okay. So now, can you guys introduce yourself?
I'm Erica.
And
I am Rollin.
wow, awesome, you guys. Okay, couple. First time you got introduced to it. Same page, not same page. What was it?
The first time we got introduced was I saw Lawrence and Shonda, and they gave me a 4-year career book. And I read the book, and I'm like, oh, this makes sense to me. So I saw the opportunity, how it could help my family, especially my daughter. My daughter has autism, and she's going to need someone to take care of her for the rest of her life. So I saw opportunity in this, and that's how I got started.
Wow. Wow, that's awesome. So husband saw it first. Sometimes it's flipped. Oh yes, yes. Sorry, I'm saying it again, just like the blue diamond, black diamond thing. Sorry.
We'll go crown good there.
So Erica, were you as sold as he was on the concept?
I was totally skeptical at first.
Okay,
because 10 days,
gotta have a skeptical one.
How are we going to lose all this weight? And then I read the label and I was like, maybe I'll try it if he can stick to it because he doesn't eat any vegetables. So if he could do it, then being an organic mom, I could do it and did it and I love it. It changed my life completely.
Okay, so you guys loved it, you tried it, he saw the vision. So how quickly after that did you guys start sharing?
We got my mom on she got a platinum pack about a week after, and my sister got one, and we have my 83-year-old grandma on it. We've been sharing on Facebook, so pretty quickly.
From the very beginning. What kind of things did you guys do to share with others?
We just follow the basic concepts. We did the game plan, just like you said, do the game plan. And Facebook is one of our favorite things. We're always on Facebook anyways, so we might as well start green light trolling, what Tracy taught, and that's one of our special gifts that we have, that we love doing.
So what are the best things that you guys are learning while being a part of this business? Sorry, question that wasn't on the list.
No, I think the best thing is the personal growth is the best thing for me, the mindset. It's so important to get that right mindset. And just being around positive people that want to succeed in life, want to do better for themselves. And I just love being around those kind of people. That's the best thing I got.
Oh, he's holding the mic. He's good at it. Love that share. It's true. We all know that this is a business about personal development, and the more comfortable and the more we grow ourselves, then somehow our business tends to grow more. So thank you for that share. And then my last question to you guys is, okay, so you're working as a couple. What's your plan from this point forward?
So we've committed to doing healthy happy hours every Thursday when we don't have a super healthy happy hour. We've been very successful in getting people to come and sharing the products. We are definitely going to be more active on Facebook and share our story more, because the more people hear it, the more people want what we want.
Wow, great. So more consistency,
Yes.
and the healthy happy hours for people to plug into. Awesome. Thank you guys so much for your share. Great share. Great to hear from the couple. And we have another couple. So we have Joshua. If you guys want to introduce yourselves?
Sure. So I'm Elisa Smith, and this is my husband.
Joshua Smith.
All right. Okay. So let's figure out here, when you guys first saw Purium, who was the skeptical one? What did you first think of it, and who was the skeptical one?
I was the skeptic. I was hugely skeptical because he'd done weight loss programs in the past. Dropped 50 pounds, 60 pounds, gained it back, did it again, gained it back.
Let's clap for him. Let's clap for him, you guys.
So from my end, it was just another weight loss program. I wanted to support him in being healthier, but yo-yo dieting is not healthy.
So then, what point did you change your mind?
Well, I think it was day 2, day 3. Yeah. He had did 2 days prep, and then 2 days into the cleanse, he has always had sweet tooth, like super hardcore sweet tooth. A lot of self-control, but he wants it. And on day 2, he looked at the licorice in his office, and he didn't even want it. His favorite candy his whole life, and he was like, oh, that doesn't even look good. And he came home, and he told me about this. He was so excited. Oh my gosh, that licorice didn't even look good. And I was like, who are you? And what have you done with my husband? And then he goes and slices a cucumber. So it's usually me slicing the vegetables. And he goes and gets one, and of course he saw it, and he's like, this is the best thing I have ever eaten. That's when I started thinking you were a believer. Maybe there's something different here that this is special.
Great, I love the share. Congratulations on breaking the licorice addiction. I think Dr. Tom also broke the licorice addiction. So after after you got, that was within the 10 days. So it was within the 10 days. So at what point did you guys start saying, when did you make that decision that you were going to start sharing?
So for me, it was even before the 10 days began. I had followed the game plan, so before I even started, I went through on Facebook and I kind of posted it. I had seen my good friend Billy Toilolo successfully have a transformation, and had seen other people in our community lose weight and keep it off, and I kind of thought, wait a second, I can get healthier, help other people get healthier, radically change our lives for the better for years and years to come, help bring them out of a little bit of poverty. Many people are working 2 or 3 or 4 jobs and make a little bit of money at the same time. What's not to love about that? So before I even started, I said, this is something serious that we can pursue. And so I started right away.
I'd like to ask, did you approach Billy or did Billy approach you?
No, let's see, if I think about it now, he invited me, and I kind of listened to it, but I saw him. I saw both he and some other people in our area that had successfully transformed, and I did go to a healthy happy hour of his, and it was when I came home from that I told her about it, and she, at first, again, being the skeptic, but then she thought, wait a second. The way that I was so excited, and I had told her, you would really like this, you'll really enjoy this. This is real food that we're talking about, it's not these other things.
Right, it's still process.
Yeah, so it still took her some time, but that was when.
Well, thank you so much for working on her, because both of you are on stage and it's always great to have the other half. Well, I see you guys at a Crown University, so I'd love to know, were you definitely set on going to there, or was it kind of like a by the last minute?
Well, I wanted to support him in this, especially after I saw him transform and just radically change who he is. It was amazing. So I wanted to support him, but I had a lot of hang-ups about multi-level marketing, and he was waiting for me. I mean, he was kind of sharing it a little bit, but he didn't want to run with the business until I was right there with him. And I really appreciated that. I was kind of like, don't wait for me, you go if you want to, you run. And he's like, no, I'll wait. So I went with him to this Crown University. We had always planned to do that together, and that changed me. So thank you to the Crowns, all of you, for doing these. I may not be here yet. I'm a little bit slow to come around, and that just changed my perspective on this business. It was awesome.
It was, for her, it was a pivotal moment, and I remember at the Crown University, she just had this light that kind of dinged in her head, and she said, wow, and it all of a sudden made sense. So if you haven't been to a Crown University, highly recommend it. I mean, for me, I lost 33 pounds in my first 2 transformations. Today, 55 pounds, but for her, but for her, it was the Crown University that really sealed the deal. That was where she really saw the power of this 4-year career, this notion, and just the amazing good that can come out of it and how we can help people's lives.
Oh, thank you guys so much. What a great share. Thank you. Thank you guys. Okay, so now we have our last participant, our last rising star, and it's great to see a young person on the panel. As you know, in our most recent Prosper magazine, we have our young people's movement, the Yes Movement. So we have more and more young people, and I've been seeing you introduce a lot of your friends into our Healthy Happy Hour Facebook group. So I'd love if you could just introduce yourself, tell everybody your name, and then just let us know how you found out about Purium and what you thought about it from the beginning.
Okay. Hi everyone, I'm Kamala Pasquale. The way I was introduced to Purium was through my brother Yukaika. He brought it to our house. He wanted to put my parents on transformations because, they had to lose weight, they had to get healthy. And I don't know, I didn't really see anything about it. Like, I didn't know, I thought, oh, green drinks, I don't like green drinks. I don't like anything green or whatever. I like the sweets. And then, I don't know, after everyone did it and whatnot, I finally realized, I need to change. I need to put something positive into my life. So I did the Purium, and it changed me for the better. I look at things in a way more positive way. I'm more motivated. It's just, life is great.
So when you say that, you feel more positive.
Yeah,
Are you talking about taking the products, or are you talking about being around the movement, the people?
both. I just love the whole idea of this whole company and what it does for everyone. I like the idea of helping everyone, become healthy, have better lives, and just the opportunity is awesome.
So when did you make a decision that you wanted to build your business? Because I remember there was one time when I talked to you and you said, I don't think I'm going to do it. But then quickly after that, you were like, no, I'm doing it now. So what made that change?
I just, I've been in college for a couple of years, and then I didn't know what I wanted to do with my life. So I saw what it's been doing for you. I saw what it's been doing for Ikaika, and I want to live that kind of life. So that's what pushed me to do it.
Can you tell everybody what you do at school?
I play soccer for UH.
So if you guys follow UH, that's Kamakasa, one of the #1 players on the team. So Kama, tell me now, what's your plan of action from this point forward?
I just want to be consistent in everything that I'm doing, keep posting, keep showing everyone amazing results of everyone that I'm trying to help out. I don't know, I want to be inspiring to people.